Welcome back, friends. We are in the tall pines of deep East Texas, heading to Davy Crockett National Forest. We are trying to escape all the rains and storms of North Texas, and we have decided to drive down here to get us in a little hike on the 4C hiking trail. We'll go out for a few hours and come back. I was just dying to get out of town. There's been too much going on, and I needed to clear my brain. So we decided to make a trek down here. It's about 3 hours. It's a nice little trail. We're going to start at the north end. We're not going to do the whole thing because that would entail an overnighter, but we're going to be gone out for a good day hike. So come on, go with me. Just to give you an idea of what we're doing here, we came out of Alto, which is up here on Highway 21, down here to 511. There's a sign that'll take you in here, and we are at the Natchez Bluff Overlook. There's an overall map of the 4C hiking trail, and then here's where we're starting here, and the red is the trail. And I printed both of these off the National Forest Service site. Pretty good maps. So that's what we're going to use for navigation today. We're just going to go out for a few hours and stop, maybe have some lunch, and then come on back in. Well, so far it's been really great. The trail is well marked. I wouldn't say we're doing any bushwhacking, but I probably wear long pants. This is a not little used trail, but it's not high traffic either. It's about 3 hours southeast of Dallas, so it's not close to any major metropolitan areas. Got white blazes. I've seen one about every, oh, there's another one right there, about every 50 yards or so. So you're not going to get lost. But I just can't get over how quiet it is out here. I mean, when I left the car and locked my car and hit the alarm, almost apologized for breaking the silence. It is pin drop quiet out here. So I've been stopping every now and then just to see if I can maybe see a deer. I was expecting to hear some gunshots because it is deer season, but about 8:30 in the morning now, so they're probably done. But I appreciate the quiet. Okay, there's our first glimpse of the Natchez River. We've been climbing along, or hiking along the ridge here. Now we're on a power line kind of walk. And the day down here is completely different from what I drove through and left. It is sunny, and I see blue skies. And I think it's just going to be great. The thing about this coming down here to East Texas is this soil just kind of sucks up the water. Of course, they didn't get as much rain as we did. We got over 2.5 inches at my house. But I knew that coming down here that it wouldn't be like that black clay gumbo we have up there in North Texas. And I'd still be able to hike, maybe have some water crossings though. So far everything's been working out pretty good. I was planning on doing this trail, late fall, winter, something like that, just because of the overgrowth. But I thought I'd just take my chances. I knew everything would be pretty greened up with all the rains we've been getting, but hadn't been a problem so far. Well, I just saw our first white-tailed deer. Pretty dope. Oh, there she goes. You see her running up the hill there? Oh man, that was great. And I didn't even hear her at first. I just saw her. I don't know how they move that quick, that quietly. Hope to see some more though. So far all we've seen are squirrels. This little guy was sleeping. I had to wake him up, make sure he wasn't dead. Hey, what are you doing? How you doing? I'm just sleeping. I'm just sleeping. Yes. Better go get some breakfast. Come on, go. Attaboy. We're just going this way. Hope he's okay. He was sleeping hard. If I'm reading the map correctly, that is Brushy Lake. Run along this power line. And once we get past here, it looks like we're going to take a hard right. And on the trail, there was a road back there that had a gate. Looked like some ATVs had been through it. And you reckon there's any alligators in there? I took a few steps down it just to make sure that wasn't our turn. Didn't see any blazes or anything, and I could see these blazes ahead, so I knew we were going the right way. But Brushy Lake, man, I bet there's some good fishing in there. But I bet there might be a gator or two. Looks like they got a birdhouse of some sort out there. Very peaceful. Very peaceful. Man, it's been great out here, but it's starting to get humid. I'm glad the sun kind of went behind the clouds. This trail is going to be great for winter, early spring, fall, just because you can avoid some of the overgrowth. Really haven't had that much problem out here on this though, but you won't have to worry about bugs and things as much. There were two cars I should say, at the trailhead. And I'm going, great, those guys are going to be taking care of all the spider webs for me and everything. Not so much. Evidently, they're out here and did an overnighter, because I've been hitting the spider webs pretty regular. The other thing, even though this is hunting season, I really thought I would hear a lot of gunshots. Not supposed to hunt in the national forest, I don't think. I know you can't in the national park, but hadn't heard a thing. The only thing I've heard out here is wildlife, which is just the way I want it. But like I say, it's a little humid, and I would say do this. It's more of a winter project. And I'd love to do it north to south, the whole trail. Just not going to be able to do it today. Ooh-wee. Would you look at these pines? Holy smokes. And they are tall. I thought I was hearing a highway, but what I'm hearing is the wind up in these tall pines. That's kind of cool. The sun's still staying behind the cloud, which is good. And that breeze feels great because it is humid. Probably about 70, 5 degrees, something like that. That's okay. Day in the woods, all that matters. Does anybody know what these berries are? Man, they are everywhere. And I tell you what, if I was up in Colorado and these were all over the trail, just like they are here, I'd be scared. Bears like berries. In case you didn't see that video I did. So, I don't know what these are. I bet I know who knows. That'd be Tony at Blue Collar Backcountry. He knows every freaking tree and berry and everything else. But anyway, hope I don't have to eat any of those. Can you eat that? Looks kind of like a grapefruit, doesn't it? You know, we've come across several bridges. Now this one here is relatively new. I'd read some posts that some of the bridges were out, but we just haven't seen any of that. All of them been in really good shape. That's a good thing, because we have had some pretty serious rain. And man, the blazes are great. This trail's easy to follow. I can usually see 2 to 3 blazes ahead, and they're at 6 to 7 feet up on the trees. So I don't think anyone's gonna see. Here's one. You can see ahead. There's 2, there's 3, and I can see another one down there. So I don't think they're... What is this stuff? I've been seeing some of the craziest stuff out here. Those kind of mushrooms. Man, there's some weird stuff out here in East Texas. That's all I can tell you. Well, I found a sweet little spot here on this big ass log. Let's stop and take a break here. Get a little drink. Camel up a bit. It's getting humid. But I had to get out. We had planned to do our fall RV trip this week with our friends. Just storming everywhere. Campgrounds looked like hell. So everybody kind of fell out one by one. We were the last ones. We're going somewhere regardless. That Friday morning, which I wasn't even supposed to work, I'm at work trying to look at different places to go. Arkansas, Oklahoma. This line of storms coming in. It's just crazy. So I told Barbara, I said, I gotta go. I gotta get out. I gotta get away. I gotta hike today. I'm gonna do a day hike somewhere. And so I look down here at Southeast Texas, down here at Davy Crockett National Forest. They ain't got a lot of rain, plus this soil just soaks stuff up. So 3 hours south. It's been pretty good. Been real good, actually. We've had a tough week, not getting to do our camp out. About a week ago Tuesday, we lost our largest Anatolian Shepherd guard dog, Ramsey. He was the last one we had. He developed a bone cancer that was just going to get worse. And 4 days later, you're probably wondering why Tater is not on the trail with me. He started having seizures in July, and we got those under control and everything's great. But early Saturday morning, about 3 o'clock in the morning, he started having seizures, and he had them for 30 more hours. And we had him to our vet, 2 different hospitals on IVs, basically had him almost comatose, just trying to break the cycle so we could get him to a neurologist on Monday. And everything they did, all the different types of medication, just wasn't going to do it. And we couldn't let him suffer. It was just crazy. So Tater's not hiking. Sorta. Got a dog tag. Got his ashes. Been talking to him. Sorry. Man, that dog liked to hike. So, I needed a mental health day. This here, best therapy you can get. Don't need Obamacare. Don't need any Prozac. Great. Enough about that. Well, it looks like we've come across our first washed out bridge. About 4.5 miles in. So we're gonna have to figure out a way around it. That looks like our best spot. So let's go get after it. Ooh, pretty muddy. I'm thinking I will try to there. I can do that without mud shoes. And it looks like there's been some people down here. And some kind of animal. I'll have to look at that track, see what it is. Ooh, there we go. We got a water moccasin. Don't need any of that. Don't need any water moccasin action. Okay. Enough excitement for today. Man. Get your heart going. And I was just thinking we hadn't seen much wildlife. It's okay. I don't care if we see any water moccasins. This bridge here looks a little janky, but relatively stable. I remember seeing pictures of this somewhere. Man, it's just dead quiet out here. Gotta love it. Just tons and tons of pines, which is, I guess, you'd expect in East Texas. Tons of them, and none of them dead. That's what's great too. Well, we've kind of reached a point where I need to consider turning back. Probably going to take me 3 hours to get out, 3 hours to get home. Try and get home before dark. Supposed to have some storms coming in. It's getting awful still here. It's getting kind of dark, so I guess we'll just head that away. Call it a day. I think we're a little over 6 miles in. Tony, can I eat that? Now, if Tater was with us, he would be right up the trail there, about 10-15 yards. You'd see his lime green backpack. And then if he thinks I'm getting too far behind, he'll stop and look. Sometimes he'll come back and get behind me and herd me. Other times he'll just continue on. He doesn't care about chasing wildlife. He's kind of like me. He just wants to see it. But if he comes back to herd me, gets behind me, you just can't hear him. He's like a little ninja dog. And I turn and look over my shoulder and I don't see him, because whichever shoulder I look over, he's under the other one. And he's right there on my heel, but you can't hear him. Craziest thing. But boy, that dog likes to hike. Okay, we're off the power line. The blaze says to the left, which means we're in the home stretch of our little hike. It's been great. I think we're probably gonna end up around 13 miles, something like that. Whole trail's 20, a little over 20. So you can do this in a day. I mean, if you're in good shape. You don't need really any gear. There's no elevation here. Don't need any serious hiking boots. Just a day pack, a few provisions, and definitely some mosquito repellent, and prepare for a great day like we have. Alrighty. Or as that guy in Austin says, alright. I'm better looking. Man, I tell you, good little hike. I think it's about 12 miles. Definitely good therapy for body and mind for me today. Weather held out. Can't ask for anything better than that. And I'm glad you guys came along. So if you're in the area, or if you're just jonesing for something a little different, you want to take a look at the piney woods of East Texas down here in the Davy Crockett National Forest to get on down here to the 4C hiking trail. I think you'll enjoy it. So until next time, you guys be safe. Hope to see you out on a trail. Adios.